Hi and welcome. I am Viveca Gravel, the Community Development Coordinator for the River District and the City of Owen Sound. I'm sitting here today on our River District podcast with our friend Paul MacDonald from Lawsons. Hi, Paul. How you doing?
Great. Thanks for having me here today.
No, thanks for coming. We're all really excited to learn a little bit more about Lawsons, this big three-front building right beside TD in the River District. You've been a staple here for many, many years, and I'm sure people just curious to know what it's all about. And I'm glad you're here to come and tell us about that.
Thanks for having me, Viveca. Well, my journey with Lawsons started a few years ago. My parents bought the business from the original owners. I'm a MacDonald, so people sometimes get confused, and some people actually drive that confusion. There was a former employee, one of my friends, that actually wrote on the side of one of our vehicles, Mr. Lawson, and then on the other side of it, Mr. Lawson's son, which was before I was driving. I was a MacDonald, still am a MacDonald. Anyway, the Bill and Sue Lawson started the business in 1967. At that point, it was simply a Christian bookstore, which was a bit of a new thing for Owen Sound. They established it on 8th Street in a former hippie hangout. It's kind of reverted to that segment of the society now on 8th Street, but now it's no longer a Lawson's store, but we've kept the name. My parents, Bill and Audrey MacDonald, bought the business in 1980 from Bill and Sue, and then I in turn bought it from them in 96. So I've been in the business for a few years now, as a kid from 1980 onward, and then as an adult owning it from 96 onward. So enjoyed my time there, and we've enjoyed being a staple, as you say, downtown Owen Sound in the River District.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, a Christian bookstore is not really that far-fetched for a place that was dry until 1972. So
Sure.
That makes a lot of sense. But you're so much more than that right now. So
yeah, and I can't take the credit for that. That's something that actually happened well before I was involved, before my parents were involved. Actually, Bill and Sue Lawson made it into a health food store in 1968, shortly after they opened the business. So it's been a health food store, a granola type store for many years. And boy, I can think of in the early years when I was involved in the store, people would come in for really very short list of things. They would come in for raw wheat germ, lecithin, and a few other things that they would put on their breakfast cereal in an effort to have better brains and better skin. You know, that's kind of, well, the things have changed a bit. People still come in for those things, but we offer a whole lot more now in our health food store than we were offering in 1978 or 1980 even.
But I would say that with the rise of the internet and things like that, and the whole health food phenomenon and all that kind of stuff, that maybe some of those, popular items have become even more popular.
Sure. I mean, we've seen so many trends over the years. And of course, as a business, if you're retailing stuff, you have to adapt to trends or even embrace them. But one thing that we've noticed in the health food marketplace is that people are interested in things that make a difference long-term in their lives. And so, yeah, they'll watch the trends in terms of supplement trends or in food trends, natural food trends. But boy, they're really interested in science as well. And they want long-term health benefit and long-term benefit for the world around them as well, not just personal health. So we get really excited about things that make a difference in our lives. Of course, we're a Christian bookstore. We think we're offering things that make a difference spiritually in our lives for eternity. But we are also interested in things that make a difference in our customers' physical lives. And so the Lawsons had a motto, food for the body, food for the soul. We carry on that ethos as well. So we're excited about foods that are grown naturally and give us the whole breadth of nutrition, the wonderful micronutrients that are found in real food. And we're interested in organic certification so that we can give a better earth to our kids and our grandkids than what we have now. So it's all about taking responsibility for what we do day in and day out. Really, that's part of the impetus behind why we went beyond just a health food store and a Christian bookstore and became also a fair trade store. So we're interested in, well, yeah, we can make ourselves better. We can make maybe the food we eat better. We can make the earth a better place. but boy, isn't it exciting to make people's lives better as well and give them a fair price for the labor that they put into things. So we like to support the better way, really, in every regard that we can.
And I think that's one thing that people may not have known. And I myself, having grown up in Owen Sound, didn't know that those were things that you brought in until we actually recently spoke
Yes.
A couple of months ago about you bring in one specific line by women, run by women. Do you still have that line in the store?
We certainly do.
Okay.
I mean, our fair trade venture probably is more recent than you remember when you're younger. So we were a 10,000 Villages store in 2013, and it's only more recently that we've expanded our line beyond that in the demise of that organization. So I brought along a bag of goodies here, and I've got a few things in it. So I'm going to start pulling things out. And the one that you're mentioning is a line of jewelry that's been made by women in an Asian country, women that have been encouraged to leave a situation of trafficking, and they're involved in manufacturing jewelry. But they're not just manufacturing jewelry, they're also involved in the photographing of the jewelry, the marketing of the jewelry, and the design of websites. So it's kind of like a college level education. So it's not like they're given a very small set of skills. It's more of a college level education. So fair trade means a whole lot more than just one thing that you make.
And I think that's definitely important and those of you who are just listening and not watching the video broadcast of this, you'll hear some ruffling in the background. And this is Paul digging through a bag of tricks. Trunk. Yeah. Pulled out some beautiful, amazing items, and they're now sitting in front of us. Paul is holding up
This is a necklace. It's a 3-part necklace, and kind of astonishing design for someone that's been involved in trafficking. It's got a large chain along with 2 smaller ones and a lock. The title for the piece is Freedom, and so that's showing the lack of fear now that these women have been empowered to make what they wish with the skills that they have. So we're pretty excited about this. Our customers are equally excited, and we continue to bring new jewelry in the Starfish Project line.
Starfish Project. No, that's incredible. I'm looking at it here, and honestly, I'm sure the camera is not doing it justice. This is definitely something that you want to go in and see. And just the story behind it's got me a little bit weepy. So
yes. Well, it's a powerful story.
It really is. And
each piece was designed by a different woman.
Right.
But when you open up the box, at the inner side of it, if you dig further, you'll see that there's also a woman's name, and that's not the woman who designed the piece. You probably won't be able to see it, but there is a woman's name handwritten in. That's the woman who physically manufactured this particular piece. So that's an exciting thing for our customers to know that it's not just a factory, punching stuff out as quickly as possible. There's actually someone physically involved in hand making this product.
And they're being recognized for that work.
Yeah,
which is really incredible.
Yeah.
So moving on with this tickle trunk of stuff, what else do you have? Oh my goodness, the linens you have in there.
Yes. So one of our first ventures when we moved on from 10,000 Villages as a vendor was a company called Poco Loco. So it's a for-profit company that does fair trade purchasing around the world. And so they do things with alpaca out of Peru and Ecuador. And so if you can't see this is a fuzzy woolly alpaca doll, whatever you want to say. So it's these are some of the hottest items in the store for people who touch them. When you touch these things, you can't. Kids are always pointing this out to parents, saying you can't even tell when you first feel the wool. But that is alpaca wool.
I imagine this is what a cloud feels like.
Yeah, if we could ever do that.
That's incredible. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so sweet.
Yeah. So we have lots of things made out of alpaca. We also have product from Turkey and other countries. I've got here a nice towel, lots of different colors, not just beige and white and gray, but also some nice colors as well. So these will be from Turkey. And so it's more in the fair trade line.
Okay. No, that's incredible. It's beautiful. And I know that Turkish linens are incredibly popular right
Yes,
now.
yes.
For good reason.
Yes,
and
quality. I don't know how these
absolutely.
people do these things, but they do.
Magical powers, I assume. I just assume anything is magic. But yeah, no, I mean, when you walk by the beautiful displayed window in the
Yes.
in the front of Lawson's, you always
Yes.
see these linens, and they're gorgeous. And
Yeah.
if you don't know anything about Turkish fabrics and stuff, they're incredibly absorbent. But they're not like that terry kind of material. They're much
No.
smoother.
Yes.
You know what? Go into Lawson's and just put your hands on them.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed. So, Paul, what else do you have for us?
Sure. A newer product line that we've gotten in. We're really keen in the fair trade line not to have things that are good for people, but also good for the environment. So we're
Sure.
really excited about things that are wholly natural. So this that I have in my hand is a former sari made out of 100% out of silk, and it's been repurposed now and sewn in India in an ethical environment into a piece of garment that Western women can wear comfortably. So I think this one in particular is called a shrug, so you can wear it a whole lot of different ways. Lots of fun, lots of neat designs. Every piece unique. There's no one the same.
I won't make you model it for us right now.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
But it is beautiful. It's a kind of a mauvey brownish color and a turquoisey teal color.
Yes.
It's really beautiful.
Also, we have natural fiber from cotton, the cotton fields. This one's made in India, designed in Canada as well. And it's certified organic and certified fair trade. This is a hoodie with a lot of different lines on it than I would be accustomed to with hoodies, but we do have lots of other, not just joggers. We have even tights.
Really?
Yes. But this company is doing wonderful things out of Toronto area, and love what they do. The woman in charge of that company is really in charge of everything after the dirt with the cotton. So she's very particular, been involved in the fabric garment industry for years, and she knows what she's doing. So we love to support that.
No, that's incredible. I mean, it's nice. Everybody needs those basic items, and to know that they're coming from a sustainable, well-run business just makes it better.
Yes. And so being natural is really important for us. So it was a bit of a leap for me to consider getting something in that has absolutely nothing natural in it and sell it as being good for the environment.
Okay.
We're always talking about how bad plastics are for
Yes.
us, whether it's, washing our fleeces, whether it gets into the ground. It's all these debates you can have. So it was a bit of a leap for us to bring in a 100% plastic line. The brand is Got Bag. What I'm holding in my hand is a roll top backpack. Brought my goodies over from the store to the studio in this. So this is 100% plastic. So you say, why plastic?
Yes, why plastic?
It's all reclaimed from the ocean. So this is harvested from the ocean with fish that are caught anyway and made into plastic knapsacks.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's a great backpack, and it's in a very popular design as well. It's very popular right now. So if you can be fashionable and be saving the planet, all the better.
Yes.
Now we are almost out of time.
Okay.
We've got about a minute left.
Yes.
So I don't want to rush you, but you've got some other great stuff on here, and I want to talk about it. So let's just give the Cole's notes on these, and then you're just going to have to go to Lawson's to learn more about it.
We're part of a group of stores in Canada called the Health First Network. That's our home base. That's our family. And coming with that is the ability to give you great pricing on product, flyers, and so on, but also our own brand of supplements. So we are all featured as store owners with our own local picture. This is Inglis Falls in the bottom of the Prostate Protect. Lastly, because we're a Christian bookstore in the beginning, I thought I would bring over and show you a couple cool things. We have really cool Bibles.
Sure.
That's obvious. And we've always been selling music. And so because of that, we were part of a group of stores that were recognized in Canada. We were given a cool platinum LP for Jars of Clay's original album. You don't remember that, but 1996 brought out a really, really good popular Christian CD.
Okay.
Song Flood, but you still say you don't remember them. That's okay.
Unfortunately, I don't remember them, but I was also in an era where we had Britney Spears and Backstreet Boys. So I grew up around that kind of music.
Yes. Cool.
But regardless, Paul, thank you so much for coming in today. I've learned so much. This might have to come home with me because I can't stop touching it. You yourself are going to have to go into Lawsons, learn more about these products. Paul is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to vitamins and supplements, and also all of the foods and obviously all of the products that he brings in. So the only way you're going to learn more is to get in there and get it yourself. Now, in terms of a digital presence, where can they find you?
Lawsons.ca. That's it. Dead easy.
Lawsons.ca. And of course, you can see us on our socials at River District OS and on owensoundriverdistrict.ca. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.